When one door of happiness closes, another opens, but often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one that has been opened for us. Opportunities don't happen. You create them. If you spend your life trying to be good at everything, you will never be great at anything. Don't ever take a fence down until you know the reason why it was put up. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. The way to develop self-confidence is to do the thing you fear and get a record of successful experiences behind you. Maturity is not when we start speaking big things. It is when we start understanding small things. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals. Adjust the action steps. Every day you spend at work is a foundation for your future. The best way to predict your future is to create it. If you hear a voice within you say, "You cannot paint," then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. In the end, it is important to remember that we cannot become what we need to be by remaining what we are. If you don't have a goal in mind, you can't expect to achieve it. The consequences of today are determined by the actions of the past. To change your future, alter your decisions today. The future is called perhaps, which is the only possible thing to call the future. The important thing is not to allow that to scare you. Success is the same sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Keep on going, and the chances are that you will stumble on something, perhaps when you are least expecting it. I have never heard of anyone ever stumbling on something sitting down. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. There is no stress in the world, only people thinking stressful thoughts and then acting on them. We can have peace if we let go of wanting to change the past and wanting to control the future. Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time. The difference between who you are and what you want to be is what you do. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Much of the stress that people feel doesn't come from having too much to do. It comes from not finishing what they've started. You cannot judge what should bring others joy. The others cannot judge what should bring you joy. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Keep your fears to yourself, but share your courage with others. If you are more fortunate than others, it's better to build a longer table than a taller fence. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Gain control of your time, and you will gain control of your life. I cannot give you a formula for success, but I can give you the formula for failure, which is try to please everybody. Confidence comes from not always being right, but not fearing to be wrong. If life were predictable, it would cease to be life and be without flavor. People with ambition don't give a damn what other people think of them. Preoccupied with a single leaf, you won't see the tree. The acquisition of knowledge doesn't mean you're growing. Growing happens when what you know changes how you live. To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. If you want to be happy, set a goal that commands your thoughts, liberates your energy, and inspires your hopes. The secret to success is to do the common things uncommonly well. Don't spend money you don't have. Life is available only in the present. That is why we should walk in such a way that every step can bring us to the here and now. A man always has two reasons for doing anything: a good reason and the real reason. Learn to sit back and observe. Not everything needs a reaction. The root of all evil is not money, but the lack of money. Life is like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters. Money grows on the tree of persistence. Give a bowl of rice to a man and you will feed him for a day. Teach him how to grow his own rice, and you will save his life. Money is only a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as the driver. We cannot become what we need to buy remaining what we are. Think of each failure, each heartache, and each loss in your life as a lesson in courage and resilience. We must be willing to let go of the life we've planned, so as to have the life that is waiting for us. A friendship founded on business is better than a business founded on friendship. If your only goal is to become rich, you will never achieve it. The life we receive is not short, but we make it so. We are not ill-provided, but use what we have wastefully. One day your life will flash before your eyes. Make sure it's worth watching. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. All you have to do is pay attention. Lessons always arrive when you are ready. Money makes the world go around, but don't let it make you dizzy. Life is inherently risky. There is only one big risk you should avoid at all costs, and that is the risk of doing nothing. Every next level of your life will demand a different you. Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Difficult roads always lead to beautiful destinations. There comes a time in your life when you have to choose to turn the page, write another book, or simply close it. You don't drown by falling in the water. You drown by staying there. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. The most important thing in life is learning how to fall. Let the improvement of yourself keep you so busy that you have no time to criticize others. If you believe very strongly in something, stand up and fight for it. Guard well your thoughts when alone, and your words when accompanied. The trouble is, if you don't spend your life yourself, other people spend it for you. A tough lesson in life that one has to learn is that not everybody wishes you well. Hard times are sometimes blessings in disguise. We do have to suffer, but in the end, it makes us strong, better, and wise. Rehearsing situations in your head is a waste of time. The situation will always be different than anything your imagination will come up with. He who works all day has no time to make money. The trouble is, if you don't spend your life yourself, other people spend it for you. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. Success comes from keeping the ears open and the mouth closed. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react. Be humble to those who praise you, pleasant to those who honor you, kind to those who cherish you, good to those who love you, and generous to those who adore you. Wealth, like happiness, is never attained when sought after directly. It comes as a byproduct of providing a useful service. You can learn more in 1 hour of doing than 10 hours of listening. Money grows on skills, not trees. Your life improves once you realize no one cares. Accept yourself, love yourself, and keep moving forward. If you want to fly, you have to give up what weighs you down. Sometimes the hardest part isn't letting go, but rather learning to start over. The only beautiful path is the one you create. You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing and by falling over. When something happens and it causes us pain, the pain is there to teach us a lesson. It is not so that we feel pain for the sake of pain. Good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment. Do not let the memories of your past limit the potential of your future. There are no limits to what you can achieve on your journey through life, except in your mind. There comes a time in your life when you have to choose to turn the page, write another book, or simply close it. Good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment. When one door closes, another opens. But we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one which has opened for us. Never back down from a real challenge. They give the best lessons in life. You cannot control the behavior of others, but you can always choose how you respond to it. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. Sometimes you're not going to fit in no matter how hard you try, and it's better to just be alone. Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. You won't always be able to help someone change for the better if you keep trying. There will come a day when you decide you can't do it anymore, and they clearly don't want to change. Your life is the result of the choices you make. There is no plan, just the consequences of choices. Be cautious with good deeds. Kindness has limits, and some may exploit your generosity. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Tough times teach us that our resilience is stronger than we ever imagined. You have to speak up for yourself. No one else will. You can either become the victim of your struggles or emerge from them as the hero of your life. Your future is your past, which you understand. You have to help yourself. No one else can help you. You have to do it yourself. Once you realize this, you will feel more in control of your life.